What's up, YouTube? This is Cdog back with another Transformers video. This is on the Transformers Masterpiece MP-09 RODIMUS Convoy, better yet known as RODIMUS Prime in America. He is a freaking awesome figure, but he is a little bit weak for me transforming it in front of the camera. So we're just going to have a quick overview here and show you what I think about the figure from standpoint. And, yeah, so I got this figure at showzstore.com. Check them out. Link will be in the description below. And they great place to buy for your figures. Competitive prices, especially anything third party. They just have really competitive prices and then great customer service and great shipping. And it's free shipping to America, so you really can't lose. Check them out. Link will be in the description below. So yeah, let's check out the packaging, shall we? Alright, so here is the big box that it comes in, and what I mean by big is, I mean big. Look, this is about a 9.5 inch figure, maybe 9, yeah, it's 9.5 inches, and we'll go over that in just a few minutes. But as you can see, it is big box. So, just want to get a comparison, size comparison there, but you can see MP-09 Cybertron Protector, RODIMUS Convoy. Something that's changed on the box from before is the long life design. That's something that they only started doing a few years ago, and this figure came out in 2008. Well, 2009 really, but I think it was December of 2008. About a year before MP-10 came out in Japan. You can see Transformers Masterpiece, TakaraTomy. On the right side of the box, you get the Transformers Masterpiece, MP-9, RODIMUS Convoy on that side. You can also get a little bit of his arm kind of trailing off. On the left side of the box, it's the same thing, but you get the gun kind of trailing off. And the back of the packaging shows two different product, or a bunch of different product images. You get Hot Rod, RODIMUS Prime. You get, shows this Hot Rod with two guns, him with his buzzsaw, him RODIMUS Convoy with his base kind of gun, and then he's got articulated hands. Shows he can kind of bend over. Shows the matrix of leadership. Shows him in Hot Rod mode and in RODIMUS Convoy mode, both alt modes. Shows that you can combine the two guns, holding his matrix. Shows that his cockpit can come open, or his, I guess, his windshield, and then shows everything the figure comes with. Alright, so here he is, up close and personal. Let's just take a quick look at this face sculpt, why don't we? There's the Hot Rod face sculpt. It's very nice. You can see the head. It's got two-tone maroon colored paint with a little bit of silver on the crest and nice vibrant blue for the optics. Has this little gimmick here where you can hold these kind of side things and then swivel it down. Hold on. This. Boom. Did you see that? Like that. So you basically just hold it, swivel it down, then you get the goggles from 1986, or the visor from the 1986 Transformers, the movie. He also has a face gimmick. Let me actually zoom back down here. He also has a face gimmick. I'll just throw this up here. And the way this works, this isn't that hard. It's just the angle I'm in. You can also just push it up. But his face gimmick works like this. You just open up that, and then you put this behind. However, mine has a little bit of sprue, and I've been looking for the sandpaper for 2 days. I'm going to go in tomorrow and try to get some, but hopefully I can get into town. But mine won't. It will not. I'm not going to break. I'm not going to sit here. It's kind of weak feeling, and I'm not going to just. It's just not going up. So I'm going to work on that. But that's pretty much what his head sculpt will look like in the RODIMUS Convoy face sculpt. It does, however, one thing you don't want to do is you don't want to get the, you see that black bar? You don't want to get the face, either face behind that. So make sure not to do that because it becomes a major pain in the ass. Excuse my language. But there's the RODIMUS sculpt. So continuing down. His shoulders are down right now. For RODIMUS Convoy, you would put them up. And you would also go under here and extend the legs. And to be honest, I heard my friends say that it loosened up his ratchets pulling on it, and I really don't know if they fixed that or what's going on, because I've pulled on it a little bit and it just doesn't seem to go. So I'm going to keep mine, but I'm just letting you know that's how you do it. And those are really the only changes. And you can leave the shoulders up anyway if you want. It's either way you want. I think it gives you more room to articulate and everything. And it looks fine with me. There used to be also this kind of slid up and down. I don't think it slides up and down anymore. At least I can't get it to slide up and down. I think it's just locked into place. They also fixed this lock right here. And it's not 100% fixed, but it is fixed more than what I've seen the past ones. They were pretty much just didn't even attach at all. Another thing that was fixed is, let me get the arms out of the way, because I'm not going to actually just attach it. Once again, I'm not transforming this, but if you look in there, let's see if we can get it in there. We'll get it right. You see that black peg right there? That's going from there to there. That has been secured much tighter, and this is nice and tight now. So I wanted to show you guys that. So that has been fixed. Also, his knees now are, well, this side at least, this is how it's supposed to be. And then you get the extra. I know, I watched another reviewer before, and I don't think they showed that it goes an actual full 180 degrees. So you can get him doing kneeling poses, and I'll show you that right now, actually. So this is kind of the whole idea of this, what this is for. This is, you know, like that, and you put the feet back, and then you just kind of get him in a little pose here. And he can do his whole little, like, talking to the humans thing. You can do different things to make it look better and whatnot, but you can sit him all the way back if you want. That's no problem, but he doesn't have an ab crunch that I really can tell. So you pretty much have to just kind of work with it to get it to go forward. But if you work hard enough, it will, you know, you can have him on his knees, no problem. So that's what that gimmick is for. Listen to this one. It's still ratchet, but it's much softer. Same with that. Listen. That's how it should sound. Like that. Both sides. I mean, there's a big difference. If you have die-cast feet, if you have the feet and they're, you know, you're not standing because it's uneven, try to go back. Like if it's forward, you can push it back. You see how it does that? Another thing that was fixed is if you unpeg this swivel right here was fixed right there, but I'm not going to actually pull it out, and more than that, you can see where it's on the pin right there. But I mean, the fact it's not falling off, I guess I can pull it out a little, but those have been fixed, so it feels pretty solid actually. That stays on nice and secure. You get these nice die-cast painted feet, die-cast in the bottom and all the way around them. They look really nice. But like I said, you want to kind of, if they're forward, because they can easily stand forward and you wouldn't really notice. I mean, maybe you would, but there's certain angles where it's harder to notice, but you want to push them back. It makes them easier to stand. Yeah. So for things that come with him, first and foremost, he has his matrix of leadership. You just get a little fingernail in there, pull it down. Oops, it's crooked or something. There we go. And it does remove. It's done in this chrome plastic vacuum metal. It's got gold and silver vacuum metal with a jewel in the inside. Not an actual jewel, but you can see the nice paint apps. They got the Autobot symbol tampoed on top of this nice flame paint application. You got these paint applications here on the lower arms as well as the back of the arms. Everything's nice, smooth, polished plastic. Looks really good. You can see the translucent plastic they use for the lights. You got the Nice. No swirl plastic back there. You can see how this is kind of loose. It's because it keeps coming off the mushroom peg. Something like that. You want to be careful with these if you get it. These actually ratchet their own. And the way you do this is you kind of can push it back a little bit. You want to get that underneath first. Then once you get it underneath, you can get it up to about a double joint about there. See, that ratchets its own. See what happens. You can bend it a little bit if you're not careful, but it still works. So that's what you got there. You got nice chrome metallic vacuum metal for the pipes there, and as well as on the hubcaps or the rims, I guess, whatever they are. And you got rubber tires, nicely done. Same thing there. You got chrome on the back of the pipes, rubber tires with chrome on the rims or hubcaps, depending on what they are. Yeah, so it's very cool. You got a little bit of paint apps here on the top of the shoulders. Let me get this raised up. Other accessories that come with him. He does come with, let me see. There we go. He comes with a nice photon cannon. Comes with two, actually. This is the first one. Is there a light thing on it? I don't know. But very nice. This is very nice. This is probably inexpensive to make a gun. You get a little gimmick like that for the combining feature. You got the two plugs that you plug in onto the side of his hand. Hopefully I can show you. It's a little bit tricky because you can't really swivel it too easily without, busting into things. But he doesn't hold this that well enough. It's not that well enough to make it easy on camera, is what I mean. If I'm getting in the way, I'm sorry. I'm having a hard time as it is, just to even see what I'm doing. Yeah, like I said, here, it's not super easy to do on camera, but you can get it to do. It will just go like that, and you just wrap it around. But the problem is once you start closing his hands all the way, you just want to close them lightly. But as you can see, it doesn't fall out once you get it in there. But you saw how much of a pain it can be. But he does come with that blaster as well as this one. This is my preferred one for a singular one. Lots of parts count for these. And the way these connect together, I mean, look at that. They got canisters for the energon. The barrel up here looks cool. Got the fins. The way this works is you want to push this forward, holding that forward all the way, and then taking this and pushing it in, and then pushing it through the back right here, like that. And then you get the double barrel blaster. That when I show you another pose, I already did it in the beginning, but I'll show you again. But very nice, awesome blaster. Probably my favorite masterpiece gun of all guns. It's got two of the handles, both with the pegs on both sides. And it's done up in this nice kind of charcoal plastic. He also comes with a welder, or is when his hand flipped in and he came out, it transformed into a welder, or welding. And then he's got a buzz saw, and we'll show you that. I guess we're going to do it on this hand because even though it's easier for the camera on this one, that hand has a mushroom peg that constantly wants to come off. So the way I figured to do this is you kind of get the thumb in there like this, like that. You want to swivel it around 180. Hopefully this doesn't go off the mushroom peg too. Nope, that one's all right. And then flip it in, closing it. Maybe, I'm not sure if I'm doing it wrong, but let's try this. No, that's not going to work. Yeah, we'll just have to get it in there. All right, so the reason I said not sure I'm doing it wrong is because it's not closing. Maybe it just swivels on. Hold on, let me try it just like regularly. You see how that mushroom peg comes out? I don't like that. I probably should have read the directions, to be honest, but it works well enough to show you what I mean. And this is just an overview anyway. It's not like I've studied the figure. I'm just kind of going over it. But you get that, and then you can swivel, you can put this in. It's got his welder piece, very nice. Pull that out, and you can also put this one in. This one will spin a little bit, like that, and then it will spin. So that's pretty cool. Definitely digging that. I'm sure a lot of people will tell me what I did wrong, which is fine, because I really hate reading instructions. Well, Masterpiece ones aren't bad. I just haven't gotten to it because I wasn't gonna transform it. But did I mention this? If you can't get that, if it's not gonna go back a click, so it's like kind of going backwards. Then you can feed it in there. Then you can bring it up. All right. So for articulation, his head will go down and it will go up. So you get good articulation there. Of course, it will swivel side to side. You get the up and down on the shoulder. You get nice good ratchets on the shoulders. That will go all the way around. You get a bicep swivel. That'll pretty much rotate. Well, you get a swivel here, and you get a swivel here. So, whichever works better for you. I'm sure this is probably for transformation or something. But they both work. You get a waist swivel. When you get out to the side about like that. There's really... Can you go up higher than that? I don't think you can. No. You can lift up this piece as well as the back pieces. That allows you, and you can do a little shake test. You can see how strong that is. It's nice. Goes forward. Nice. And back. Get a ratcheted thigh swivel. Go as much as you need. And I showed you the knees where they go double. But what you want to do is you want to bend this one first and then continue to bending on this one after. Moving down to his legs. You get some ankle tilt there. And then you also get nice front, forward, and back. You get down. It goes all the way down, to be honest. And then you can get back. Forward. I guess forward and back, whatever you want to call it. See, it's dislodged, then you want to push it back. When this gets undone, you just want to go back. Oops. You want to go back up and reattach it. Because every time you start moving the figure around, that will unattach. But when you just leave it there, it's not going to fall off. Now let's get a little pose for us, shall we? Alright, to put the gun in, I'm going to actually show you real quick. But you want to put the thumb like this. Keep the hands open, kind of. Keep the hand straight. Don't really swivel it. I wouldn't advise that very much. And plug this in. And keeping it plugged in nicely, you can then go around and plug this one in around the second time. So you can get a little kind of a pose for your display or something. Just like that. And you can spin it or whatever you need to. So it looks good. He's on his knees. You can see how you can use that knee for your benefit. Alright, so removing that. Bring this back up. We're now going to check out his base mode, I guess you can call it. Flip these back down. Keep everything good. Alright. Alright, so this is his base mode. Very cool. Awesome, actually. Very awesome. And it's huge. Let's just show you how huge it is. I don't really think people know without a little comparison here, but this is for a leader class. That's a leader class. It's a large leader class. Well, large for today anyway. Large leader class. Legendary Optimus Prime from Takara. Great figure. But if you notice, it's just beastly over the sizely. I mean, that's behind it too. So it's a very, very much bigger. I mean, that's how much it takes up. You can see there's about 4 inches going. Anyways, to show you this is the Bumblebee Energon Igniters V, to show you that kind of scale comparison for those that don't have Legendary Optimus. The way this works, okay, so this has nice chrome rims as well. You get the rubber tires as well. Nice paint applications on the side here. Got the paint apps up on top as well. Orange and yellow. Little orange here. Get some more orange and yellow paint up here. Lots of paint. I love the flames, and the red stripe here looks good. Little orange little details here. Very nice. This is what it looks like in the back. Kind of looks like you would open up the back of Prime's truck. But the way this works is you go here and you hit this button. Let's see if we can move this out of the way to create. So when you hit the button, it flips open like that. What you do then is you fold down these radars, and then you lift up these handles, and then you can bring this up, and once you bring that up, you have a monitor there that you can see, just like that. Let's see if we can get this in a better shot. There we go. And then you can, of course, place Rodimus Prime up there. Let's see if we can get him up there with, get his thumb into action. Come on, fingers bend. There we go. There we go. And just more or less get him in his pose here so you can grab onto the handles. And away. Well, let's get him shooting, looking where he's shooting. But and you can see he's ready to fire. Very nice. So that is going to wrap up my review. You also, actually, one last thing. You get this coin, Rodimus Convoy, Cybertron Protector. You can open it up. It's got flames and Autobot symbols. You also get 2 instruction manuals. You get one that's Japanese and English, and you get one that is in Chinese. Or I believe it's Chinese. And you also get a, which looks like a American drawn card or an American figure. That looks like the colors of the American figure. Maybe not, because he didn't have the black, but up here it does. But then you can see this. You got strength at 10, endurance at 10, firepower of 9, speed of 9.5, fire, all that. So you got that. All right, let me know what you think of the video. If you really, really, really want to see a transformation video, leave it in the comment sections below. If I get so many in enough, maybe I'll do it. I'm going to give it a little time. I'll weed out the problem with the face changing. And check out my playlists, anything, my Transformers Masterpiece playlist, to my third-party playlist, to my Transformers Studio Series playlist. I will be continuing the Studio Series of reviews this week. I have more already uploaded. I'm just waiting for the time to get and post them up. All right, so stay awesome, stay subbed, and stay tuned for the next video. Peace. It's a wrap, guys. I'm out. For the glory of Cybertron.